Charlotte, North Carolina. Eloy Jiménez, drenched in sweat after his first AAA batting practice, walked down the steps and into the Charlotte Knights dugout at BB. Eddie Alvarez and Mets Cole, Knights players who took turns during the opening round of batting practice along with Jiménez on Thursday, followed him into the dugout. "Must have been fun," Alvarez said to Cole with a grin, following him in the cage. More recapped the top picks, prospects from the 2018 MLB draft. Jimenez's first batting practice with the Knights was more than a bit awe-inspiring. He is a massive human being, listed at 6'4", 220 pounds, and the power generated with each swing demanded the attention of his new teammates and coaches. The batting practice pitches thrown by Charlotte manager Mark Grudzielanek were sprayed all over the ballpark. Frozen ropes all. White Sox prospect Eloy Jiménez was called up to AAA Charlotte today. From his first round of batting practice. Picked out Twitter.com/DSMK2KNXVW, Ryan Fagan, at Ryan Fagan, June 21, 2018. On his last swing of BP, Jiménez, a 21-year-old outfielder ranked as the No. 4 overall prospect by Baseball America, deposited the baseball over the left center field wall, over the stands and to the base of the berm. "Wow," Knights hitting coach Andy Tomberlin said to nobody in particular, more a reaction to the sound of the bat hitting the ball than an attempt to formulate a word. From his spot a few feet behind Jiménez, leaning on the safe side of the cage, Tomberlin just shook his head. "You watch him and it feels like an easier swing, not like a max effort, out-of-control swing," Tomberlin told Sporting News in the dugout a couple minutes after the Knights finished batting practice. "The way he approaches things, it doesn't look like he's out of control. That's a reason people watch him and know how much talent is available there. We have to make sure it applies." Eloy Jiménez, going back up the middle from the second angle, in slow-mo. Picked out Twitter.com/Talvadnik17, Ryan Fagan, at Ryan Fagan, June 21, 2018. More What If? Top MLB draft picks who didn't sign. Tomberlin, in his 6th year with the Knights and his 16th in the White Sox organization, has been anticipating the arrival of Jiménez in Charlotte for a while. Jiménez, you'll remember, was the White Sox's prize acquisition in the deal last July that sent Jose Quintana, the left-handed star pitcher with the incredibly club-friendly contract, across Chicago to the Cubs. After the deal, Jiménez spent 29 games with the high-A Winston-Salem batting .345 with 8 home runs, and then was promoted to Double-A Birmingham. Minor injury issues this spring limited him to 7 Cactus League at-bats, but he had 4 hits, including 2 home runs, in those trips to the plate. He came out of the gate and looked pretty incredible, Tomberlin said. "The guy is everything you hear about and maybe more." With the big league club still in the rebuilding process, 95 losses in 2017 and on pace to lose more than 100 this year, the White Sox were in no rush to speed Jiménez through the minors this year. They sent him back to Birmingham after spring training, and he hit .317 with 10 homers, 15 doubles, and a .925 ops in 53 games. Jiménez arrives in Charlotte with a plan firmly in place. Tomberlin and Cole Armstrong, the hitting coach for the Double-A Barons, spent almost an hour on the phone Thursday morning talking about Jiménez to make sure the promotion was a smooth transition. "We all communicate very well," Tomberlin said. "Before he got here, we had discussed what he has been working on, the stuff that he's doing, to keep him on track. We want to be on board the best way we can to help him." Eloy Jiménez is a large human being. Picked out Twitter.com/RBPCA1 Ed Ryan Fagan, at Ryan Fagan, June 21, 2018. More The next crop of MLB draft talent. The first BP in Charlotte looked a lot like what Tomberlin saw this spring. "He's the same guy," Tomberlin said with a grin. He's got tremendous power, the ability to hit to all fields, hit to where the ball's pitched, and he seems to have pretty good control of his movements up there. He looks like a pretty polished player at that young age. Just a student of the game. You can see that. He's a baseball player, in every sense of the word, the fact that he thinks about how to improve. You can see that he adjusts. In baseball, when you have a plan and stick to it, you have a chance to repeat it and adjust off of that. Jiménez didn't get to showcase his power in his game debut, but still recorded a single and a walk in a 1-for-3 showing. Tomberlin and the Knights, and especially White Sox fans, are ready to see what Jiménez does at the top level of minor league baseball. "This guy's got God's gift, an ability you don't teach," Tomberlin said. "You just help him help himself to be ready to play and to adjust to what the game offers you. We're looking forward to seeing how he hits the ground running here."